Your alarm went off this morning. You opened your eyes, grabbed your phone, and didn't think about the sun for a single second. It was just there, like it always is. But 30,000 years ago, every single human who went to sleep at night fell asleep with one question. Is the sun coming back tomorrow? And that one question changed everything about how humans lived, built, and died. First, understand what darkness actually meant back then. Today the lights go out and you flip a switch. Back then, there was no switch, just darkness. Complete, total, predator-filled darkness. Lions, wolves, everything that hunted at night. Surviving until morning wasn't guaranteed. It was an achievement. And then, every single morning, it came back. That ball of fire rose over the horizon, the darkness ended, the predators disappeared, and you were safe. Now, imagine that feeling every single morning for 300,000 years. You only truly understand it when you consider what it would mean if the sun didn't come back. But here's where it gets interesting. Ancient humans weren't just grateful. They were obsessed, scientifically obsessed. In Egypt, 4,500 years ago, they built the Great Pyramid, 2.3 million stones, some weighing 80 tons, and the entire structure is aligned perfectly to true north using the position of the sun. So, precisely that modern engineers still can't fully explain how they achieved it without GPS or modern instruments. This wasn't just devotion. This was engineering. Engineering built entirely around tracking the sun. And it wasn't just Egypt. In England, Stonehenge. 25-ton stones dragged from 200 miles away, positioned at one specific angle where the sun rises exactly on the summer solstice. In Mexico, the Mayan pyramid El Castillo. Twice a year, on the exact day of the equinox, a shadow crawls down the staircase in the shape of a serpent for exactly 34 minutes. Peru, India, Japan, China, completely separate civilizations with zero contact with each other, all building the same thing. Massive structures designed to track the sun. That is not a coincidence. That is survival. Because tracking the sun meant knowing when the rains were coming, when to plant crops, when winter was arriving. Get it wrong and your entire tribe starved. Get it right and you lived. Ra, Helios, Surya, Sol, Inti. Different names, different cultures, same idea. Keep the sun happy, don't make the sun angry, bring the sun back. And then came the moment that terrified everyone more than anything else. A solar eclipse. Picture it. Middle of the day, no warning, the sun starts disappearing, the sky goes dark, the temperature drops suddenly, birds go silent, animals panic, and you, a person with no knowledge of astronomy, can only think one thing: the sun is dying. In 647 BC, the Greek poet Archilochus witnessed an eclipse and wrote, "Nothing in the world can surprise me now. Zeus has turned midday into black night. Dark terror hangs over mankind. Anything can happen." That wasn't just one poet's reaction. That was every civilization's reaction. In ancient China, royal astronomers had one single job: predict eclipses in advance. Because an unpredicted eclipse meant the emperor had lost the favor of heaven. Death sentence for the astronomer. Political collapse for the empire. The Aztecs performed human sacrifice during eclipses, not because they were cruel, because they genuinely believed that without an offering of blood, the sun would not return. And think about it honestly. If you had no science, no explanation, and the sun was actually disappearing in front of your eyes, you would do anything to bring it back too. Here is what all of this actually means. Your phone tells you the time. For ancient humans, the sun was the time. Your calendar tells you the season. For ancient humans, the sun was the calendar. Your lights push back the dark. For ancient humans, the sun was the only thing standing between them and the darkness. They didn't worship the sun because they were primitive. They worshipped it because the sun was literally their entire life. Every morning, after every night, next time you wake up and pull back the curtain and the sun is sitting there, stop for just 1 second. That is the same sun that has risen every single morning for 300,000 years. The same sun that humans built pyramids for, raised temples for, and gave their lives for. You just pulled back a curtain. Your ancestors dropped to their knees.